from this position, you're going to drop one elbow where your hand was and take it slightly diagonally in front of you. And then you're going to extend out through the other leg and open up through the hip. Okay, so our chest is sort of facing towards the floor. It's a little bit open, and the hip is now facing out. So you're going to keep that toe on the ground, acting like a kickstand for you. Grabbing onto this weight here. Lots of core stability, so I want you to think about lifting up and away from this floor. We're going to take that hand and we're going to reach it up over that shoulder, opening the chest to the side now, and then back. So opening, press side, and back. You can see there's like a little rotator cuff action here where you have to opening up that arm and press and lower. So that's why we built that support in the body while we were standing, so that we can hold positions like this, which are not easy. They look easy sometimes, but trust me, it's not. I know you don't have to trust me, you're here doing it with me. If you're just watching this right now, thinking about doing this workout, just don't think anymore. Just do it. Just do it and let me know what you think. Okay? Let's do 2. And 1. If your neck ever gets irritated here, you can just keep your gaze towards the floor. So staying open here, you're going to keep the shoulders in one place. You're going to drop that arm and then lift. Okay? Dropping it forward and lift. So the blades come away from each other and then they pull towards each other, but you're still staying wide through the back and through the chest. Okay? Neutral spine. 2. Lots of support for that arm. Again, you can always look down if you need. Holding at the top there, you're going to take the arm down by your side and then scoop it under, reach forward, chest faces towards the floor. Okay, and reverse. So scooping it forward, as soon as you reach forward, you're going to feel that top oblique light up. There it is. Lots of arms today. Let's do 4. Still growing up tall out of the floor. 3. We're going to take a nice stretch after. We've got one more move on this side. On this last one, we're just holding here, reaching forward, pulsing forward. Every time you pulse that arm forward, you're going to feel that oblique. Whew. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sweep it back up. Safely lower that weight. Coming back up onto the hand. Move the other weight out of the way if you need to. And we're just going to take a nice thread the needle. So I'm just going to slide my weight. Drop that shoulder that was doing all that lifting. Staying level through the hips. You can reach the other arm overhead if you'd like. A nice stretch here. That was a lot of stabilization, both on the bottom shoulder and the arm that had the weight. So if you needed to let go or drop down, no worries. We're gonna go on over to the other side. So I'm gonna flip around. You can stay where you are, but just so you can see, we're coming back into our quadruped now, dropping one elbow, this time the opposite elbow, the elbow that had the weight last time, down to where the hand was, and then you're gonna slide that leg out and then turn the hip. So we're externally rotating, lifting up and out of those hips, okay? Grabbing onto the weight, we've got to do the second side. We're gonna lift up next to the side, over, okay? And lower. Up. You might feel like your bottom arm is more fatigued, and you also might feel like, wow, I feel so much more supported on this side, and that's because we built all of this support with these movements that we just did. Up. And down. Okay, keeping the ribs in as you open up to the side, so we're not arching through the spine. Great work. You've got this. Doing so great. I know it's not easy. Some people love upper body and some people despise it. So you can let me know which group you fall into. It's a love-hate relationship for me. Depends on the day. We're dropping that arm forward and then pulling it back. Dropping it forward in line with the shoulder and pulling it back, okay? If you feel the neck starting to tense up here, you can drop the weight. That's probably the first thing I would do. Or you can look towards the floor. You can also just take a break. Let's do 3. Staying wide through both the back and the front of the body, so through back and chest. Being mindful not to open the arm up too far, just over the body. Last one. Now circle it down by the hip and then sweep that arm under, forward, and reverse. So bringing it down, scoop under, feel that oblique right here, light up. Adding some breath here I find helps, find that engagement, which is important because we're doing a lot of moving and we don't have a lot of surface area covering the floor to keep us stable. So we got to use that core. A few more like this. Let's do 4. Great work. 3. Feeling that bicep again too. 2, reach. Don't let the elbows, or sorry, the shoulders creep up near the ears as you reach. We're holding at the bottom here, pulsing forward, feeling that oblique turn on every time you move that arm forward. If you don't feel it, no worries, it's still happening. Keep going. You've got 8, 7, 6, great stability. 2, 1, sweeping that arm up overhead. We're gonna lower out of this with control, bringing it back down to the mat, pressing up. We're gonna roll that weight under, thread the needle. Nice stretch here, very well deserved. Reaching up overhead with the opposite arm if that's comfortable for you. Big inhale in, feeling that length through the spine as well. Great work.